So thank you so much for joining us. My name is Monica Silvas. I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor at Iowa Colony, homeschool students, and Danbury students. And now we also have a Dual Enrollment Advisor at Shadow Creek. Her name is Ms. Shermel Archie. She is our lead for Dual Enrollment. And now I'm going to pass it over to Iris, and we'll just follow the presentation that way.
Good afternoon. My name is Iris Halyard. I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor for Alvin High School. And I'm going to pass it over to Ms. Thompson.
Good evening. I'm Diane Thompson. I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor at Mayville High School. Dr. Lyles.
And I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor at Turner High School.
Hi, I'm Christina Martins, and I'm the Dual Enrollment Advisor at Pearland High School and Dawson High School.
All right, we also have some support from our college. Dr. Jessica Renera Ramirez is our Dean of College Access and Partnership. We have Linda Smith, who is also at ACC. She's the Senior Administrative Assistant. And then we have Michaela Canales, who is our part-time specialist. So I'm going to start by going over understanding pathways and the course type. So we have two separate types of courses. We have an academic dual enrollment course and a technical course. Your academic dual enrollment college courses are core college courses that are part of ACC's transfer pathway degree. These courses transfer with a C or higher to Texas public college and universities, and most out-of-state public universities as well. For example, your English 1301, Government 2305, and Psychology 2301. Our technical dual enrollment college courses are courses that are part of the workforce certification and do not transfer to universities, but can transfer among community college. An example of that is our EMT and our pharmacy. Technical dual enrollment courses are only available at Alvin ISD and Danbury ISD currently. So understanding dual degree versus dual enrollment. A dual enrollment is a student taking a college course in high school, earning both high school and college credit. Courses can be academic or technical, but you're still considered dual enrollment. ACC advisors register the students in their college courses, whether it's academic or technical. A dual degree is everything above plus the opportunity to complete an Associates of Arts in General Studies degree in high school. The degree is made up of 60 college credits. When you break that down per class, it's 20 classes. And students must self-disclose if they're dual degree. We don't know just because you've taken 5 courses that your intent is to be dual degree. So you do need to reach out to your dual enrollment advisor on your campus and let them know that. Understanding the college course numbering system. This is how you can tell how many credits, what the class department is. So your department's going to be the letters at the beginning of your course. The first number indicates the college level. So for freshmen, it would be number 1. Now, freshman in college, not freshman in high school. Number 2 is sophomore level. Again, sophomore level in college, not high school. And then the second number indicates how many college credits the student will receive for that course.
Okay, I'm going to go over this slide. This is an example of an ACC academic transfer pathway. So all of the students that earn an associate's degree with ACC, they're earning a General Studies AA. And this is just an example of what that can look like. It has all 4 years of your high school, and then we plug in red the dual credit classes that you're going to be taking. So it's different with every student, and it can be different between students at the same high school. So what you need to do is, if you think you want to be a dual degree, dual enrollment student, is reach out to your advisor. And once you start the dual enrollment program, and get with them and set up a pathway that works for you. There are technical pathways also. We're going to go over those on the next slide. So this is an example of the technical pathway. This one is for Alvin ISD's pharmacy program. So these do have to be taken in this order and at these grade levels. So you just need to make sure that, again, you're getting with your high school counselor and your ACC advisor to make sure you're starting at the right time if this is what you want to do at your high school. Right now, we only have the technical pathways in Alvin ISD and Danbury ISD.
And, dual enrollment college courses are taught by ACC professors or credentials ISD instructors. College courses are offered on the high school campuses. Students in the DE program can also take courses online or at ACC. Your ACC Dual Enrollment Advisor is on your campus to assist you. DE college courses are not AP. Advanced placement classes are high school classes with the end of the year exam to determine college credit. Dual enrollment courses are college courses that earn a college credit through the semester. AP courses are usually weighted at a higher GPA than the dual enrollment courses in the ISD. Students in the dual enrollment program are exempt from Texas, the 6-drop rule while enrolling in the program. Dual enrollment classes attendance is mandatory. Students may have to make a choice between academics and extracurricular activities. Work and study expectations are that of a college student. Access to the ACC Dual Enrollment Student Handbook can be found on the ACC Dual Enrollment website. What is a syllabus? A syllabus, it's an outline of information about the college course you're taking. For each course, students receive a syllabus that includes the course name, instructor name, contact information, office hours, textbook information, course objectives, assignments, due dates, how to submit your assignments, attendance, grading, late work policies, academic dishonesty statement, college resources available for success, and look out for the course syllabus here.
All right, next we're going to talk about college grades. College grades are reported in Blackboard, not Skyward, because this is college, not high school. So college grades are reported in Blackboard. Students should refer to Blackboard to retrieve grades for their college courses, not the high school reporting system, which is your Skyward. Students are responsible for keeping track of their grades. In college courses, it is not unusual to only have 4 graded assignments for the semester. Dual enrollment advisors do not have access to your grades, so that is important. It's only you and your professors in regards of your grades. So your advisors will not have access to your grades. Always communicate concerns regarding grades directly with your professor. Anything that's going on with your grades, communicate that with your professor. Course concerns. Questions or concerns regarding curriculum, grades, or assignments should be addressed initially by the student to first contact the instructor. You always communicate with your instructor. And then if things are not being communicated with your instructor, you're not getting any responses back, then you contact the dean. Well, I would say chair and then the dean. If the student is unsuccessful and parental involvement is warranted, a FERPA student record release must be on file and parent must have the student record release penned before the professor will discuss directly with the parent. The ACC advisor cannot assist with grades, assignments, curriculum, or any classroom-specific concerns. These concerns must be addressed with the instructor and dean directly. So it's so important that you communicate with your professor, whoever class you are in. Withdrawing from a course. Once the college courses begin, students are not allowed to move to a different section. Students have the choice to stay in a course or drop the course by the withdrawal deadline. That is it. You cannot, once classes begin, you cannot change and say, no, I don't want this class, I want a different class. College classes, once they start, only thing you can do is drop. It is better for a student to drop a course than receive an F on their college transcript, which will impact their college GPA that follows them after high school. So that is so important. We definitely recommend that you drop a course rather than stay in the course and receive an F. Dual enrollment students are not required to stay in dual enrollment courses. Withdrawals or drops do not count against the total Texas SIS drop limit. You are a dual enrollment student, so that does not impact you. To withdraw from a course, the student needs to speak with their ACC advisor before the withdrawal date. That is important that you communicate with your advisor in regards of the dropping a course before the withdrawal deadline. When a student drops a course, their current grade follows them into the next course. Fall withdrawal deadline. is November the 15th, and spring withdrawal deadline is April the 16th. Communicating with your professor. Students should always communicate with their college email, through their college email to their professors in a respectful way. Example, addressing them as Mr. or Miss or Professor. They usually want you to address them as Professor. Students that participate in extracurricular activities and may have to miss class should inform the professor of these absences early in the semester via their college email. Just as if you have a job, you have to communicate with your supervisor that you're not going to be at work. Well, same thing with your college professor. If you have something going on at the high school, like different activities, your professor is not aware of that. You still have to communicate those absences that you're not going to participate by sending an email to your professor. So make sure you're doing that using your ACC email. Students should always communicate with professors regarding assignment issues, grade issues, or missing class concerns. Students, please allow professors 24 to 48 hours to respond to your email, and always speak with your professor about a concern you may have in the class first. FERPA. FERPA is a Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. This is for parents to be able to speak to the professor about their students' grades or assignments. The student must complete a student record release in the pod in order for the parent to be able to speak to the professor about the student's grades. As a college student, you have the right to give your parents the permission to speak with your professor about grades, or even contact ACC about your payments and things of that sort. So it's important, if the parents want to have access to that the student complete the FERPA. The student will enter the name of the individual that they wish to share their college information with and assign that individual a PIN number. And it's important for that person to know that PIN number when communicating with ACC staff or professors. The individual must use the number when contacting the college about the student information.
All right, we're going to move on to ACC Dual Enrollment Academic Standards. When you start high school, you start your high school GPA. When you start as a dual enrollment student, you start your college GPA. The college cumulative GPA is calculated at the completion of each semester. Students whose cumulative GPA, that means the whole thing, is below a 2.0 will be placed on probation and may be subject to suspension from enrolling in additional dual enrollment courses for one long semester, fall or spring. Students who are placed on probation or suspension will meet with their advisor to complete an academic improvement plan. If the GPA remains below a 2.0, they may indeed be suspended from taking any dual enrollment courses. If a student is suspended from dual enrollment or does not agree with the dual enrollment academic improvement plan, they can appeal to the Dual Enrollment Academic Probation Committee. Also keep in mind, if you're planning on completing a degree, your GPA must be a 2.0 or higher. To take a language other than English or math, a grade of C or higher is required to move to the next level of the foreign language or the math to guarantee transferability of core courses. All right, a little bit more about withdrawal. These are automatic withdrawals. Students who are placed in an alternative school or an alternative education placement center due to disciplinary reasons exceeding 1 week will be automatically withdrawn from the dual enrollment course and assigned a W for each course. Students remaining enrolled during the 1 week placement are responsible for all assignments missed and will be held to the grading penalty incurred due to the attendance policy of the course. So it's important that you try and avoid this situation. Students may appeal the automatic withdrawal by completing the dual enrollment disciplinary withdrawal appeal request form. If you find yourself in a homebound situation, students entering a semester on homebound should enroll in online classes only. If you know you've got a situation that's going to force you to be homebound, have that conversation early, get in online classes. If you start off the semester enrolled in a college class at the high school campus and then you require homebound status, you may withdraw from the college course if prior to the withdrawal deadline. You can receive permission from the faculty member to continue under their guidelines. Students are responsible for all assignments missed and will be subject to grading penalty incurred due to the attendance policy of the course. Or they could receive an incomplete grade in the class if the faculty member deems it appropriate. And then, of course, we have the course grade appeal. A student has 1 year from the date the grade is issued to submit a grade appeal. The student will not be permitted to submit a grade appeal because just a general dissatisfaction with the grade, right? When a penalty has been assigned to a grade or due to the outcome of a course as a result of a grade. In addition, disagreement with the instructor's professional judgment of the quality of the student's work and performance is not permitted as a basis for the grade appeal. During the appeal, the student is required to first meet with the faculty member for discussion and seek resolution. Resolution doesn't occur at the faculty level, and the student may appeal to the dean and the vice president of instruction. All of that information is listed on the dual enrollment website. I will say that many students will go to their advisor first and have this discussion. I've helped students locate the paperwork. I'm sure the other advisors have as well. But the very first question is always going to be, did you have a discussion with your professor about it? So that is where any sort of grade issue conversation needs to start. We'll go on to the next one. Okay, so parents who have students starting dual enrollment, some things that you can do to help your student success. So parents, you are going to be more and more, instead of being a driver on this adventure, maybe be a passenger or a backseat driver, but let your students drive this a little bit more. Ask your student about the course syllabus and review that. Understand that your role at the college level shifts from primary advocate to secondary advocate, right? Encourage your student to reach out to the professor and advocate for themselves. Encourage your student to be independent in problem solving. Help them think of solutions or problem solve. Help your student prepare for possible challenges that may arise throughout the year. If you know there's an event coming up, remind your student, hey, talk to your professor. Remember, you're not going to be here for this. Assist in developing time management skills. Encourage your student to be engaged and aware in class. Participation is very important. This one's a challenging one. Sometimes a straight A high school student or a student who's been in, straight A's K through 8 may make their first C in a college level course. That happens. Help your student communicate with their professional and in a professional, respectful way. The one on the bottom is probably one that's the most important for students and parents. Students need to check their college email every single day. Daily, check your email, just like we have to do at work. Students check your email daily. Finally, we do offer course accommodations through Student Accessibility Services. If you receive class accommodations for a 504 plan or an IEP on your high school campus, the student needs to request accommodations with the college. So at the high school setting, it's the responsibility of the high school to drive that. At the college setting, that responsibility shifts to the student to request those accommodations. You can visit the ACC Student Accessibility Services webpage, or you can contact them directly. After you've gotten everything set up initially, you do have to contact the Student Accessibility Services office every single semester. So if you contact them in August, you're going to have to turn back around and talk to them again in January every single semester. Those accommodations don't just roll over.
And I'm going to be talking about logging into your pod account. Your pod account is your online portal with ACC. Inside the pod, students can access their college email, Blackboard, and much more. So make sure you get used to logging in on your pod account. You will need to create your own password as well. So this is just showing you where you can locate the pod account. And then you will need to get in touch with IT as well, so they can help you create the password, and then you will be able to create your own password as well. Like Ms. Thompson said, please get used to unchecking your email daily, not only your high school email, but your ACC email as well. And then this is just showing you the email, the welcome email that you're going to be getting when you get accepted with ACC. It's going to have all your information here. So make sure you're checking, because I get a lot of emails that they say, I never received an email from ACC. Sometimes it will go to your junk email. So make sure you check your spam, your junk, you might be able to find it there as well. And all the information will be there. But it's really important to make sure you're always checking your email, because whenever you're sending emails to your professors, you need to use your ACC email and not your high school email. They will just reply to you if you use your ACC email.
So if you get all your information from ACC in that email and you try to go through and set up your account yourself, and you keep running into the problem where you don't get the email to reset your password, or you're logging in with the email password reset and it's just not working, don't be afraid to call the IT Help Desk. You can call them. If they don't pick up, call them right back again and again. That's what I do all the time. Every time I need them, they can help you fix it. They can get it done really quick. Don't sit and be frustrated. Just call the IT Help Desk and get it taken care of. And we keep referring to the pod as our central location for logging in, and it has all of your information. We call it the pod because we're dolphins. Just want to put that out there. The next one is how to make a payment. So right now, all of you are probably students that are going to start in the fall. So fall payment, whenever we register you, the payment will be due August 20th. So we're going to register in July. That's when we get our schedules from the high school. So we'll start registering you. And once you're registered, you'll get an email. It'll tell you all of this information again, how to pay. But if you forget, or you just, you want to know how to do it on your own, you can go to the website, go to Paying for College, and then make a payment. It's really simple. And then a lot of you will have textbooks included in your tuition when you pay for your class. Most of our classes, or a lot of our classes, have the ebooks through Red Shelf. So those will be in your Blackboard class in the pod. But if you do need to buy a textbook, this is all the information you need. Really, you just need the course that you're taking, the course name and number, and your professor's name. And you'd go to our bookstore website on our ACC website, and you would follow the instructions on how to purchase your book online.
All right, so now I'm going to talk to you about the last bit of information that we have on TSI. Most important information we have on TSI. The TSIA2 is the Texas Success Initiative Assessment 2, and it's a diagnostic college placement exam over reading, writing, and math. Study guides and practice exercises are available online. You can check with your ACC advisor to see if you can use a TSI waiver or to confirm which sections you must complete. The scores that you are required to make in order to pass are listed here. If you'd like to snap a shot, this would be good to help you out. It is not just 945 and a 5 cut and dry. There is another option. So if you make a 945 with the diagnostic score of a 5 or 6 and an essay of 5 or 6, you can also pass below a 945. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. So you make a 945 on the sentence skills and a 5 through 8 on the essay, and you've passed the exam. If you make below a 945, but on your diagnostic score, you make a 5 through 6 and on the essay a 5 through 8, then you can pass the exam, even though your 945 was below. So keep in mind, if you get to that point, they'll spit out 48 more questions. Don't just flip through those questions. Those are important. For math, the options are a 950 or the diagnostic of a 6. Those two will help you pass. So ACC has free tutoring resources. The ACC Learning Lab has free in-person and online tutoring. You can also go there to print or use a computer, information on academic success strategies. We do have a Learning Lab location at ACC, and those are the hours. They are closed on Fridays in the summer, sorry. And then we also have TutorMe. It's a free 24-hour, 7-day-a-week tutoring service. Those can be found in your Blackboard. And to sign in for free tutoring at ACC, if you go to your pod and scroll to the bottom, it's a tutoring section there. So your professor will have office hours and tutoring options in their syllabus. If you cannot make it to your professor's designated office hours, reach out to them to see if they can meet at a different time. So what is FAST financial aid? The financial aid for Swift Transfer is a program that allows public institutes of higher education to offer dual enrollment courses to educationally disadvantaged students at no cost to these students. For student eligibility, they have to be eligible for under the FAST program if they meet both requirements listed below. They are admitted to a dual enrollment program and enrolled in an eligible dual enrollment course at public school districts or charter schools. They qualify for the national free reduced lunch in any of the 4 school years prior to enrolling in dual enrollment. The ACC advisor will not know if a student is approved for FAST until they have been registered and verified by the state. Students will be registered for their fall courses by August 1, and we should receive verification information back from the state by August 15th to know if your student is eligible. Now, eligibility, you have to apply every year in October, by October. So make sure when school starts that you go ahead and do your free and reduced lunch application. And finally, very important information for us, email is college's official mode of communication. Make sure you get into your college email in the pod, check your ACC email daily. Your ACC advisor will register you for any courses that you take while you're in dual enrollment program, and you should never register yourself, ever. You could probably put yourself in the wrong course, and it's a lot more difficult anyway. If you ever need assistance, please contact your ACC advisor on your campus directly, and these are our important dates. For fall, payment deadline is August 20th. Courses begin on August 26th, and the withdrawal deadline is November 15th. For the spring, payment deadline is January 7th. Your courses will begin on January 13th, and the withdrawal deadline is April 16th. Once again, here are the dual enrollment advisors. For those of you that did not get a chance to take a snapshot, go ahead and do that now.